Good evening, family. How are you doing? Huh? Welcome to BTV. Been a minute since I've been back up on here. When I looked at the last time, it said 4 weeks. So I ain't been back on here 4 weeks. Real quick, I'm about to adjust the lighting because the lighting is a little bit different right now. So let me get set up real quick because I just went live. There's a lot of stuff I would like to sit up here and talk about. Hopefully you can hear me. Um, but I'm about to get it set up real quick. Get this go. All right. Hope y'all can see me a little bit better out there. Sorry for the adjustment and stuff. I was getting everything situated up in here. So what's going on, family? How y'all doing? Like I said, welcome back to BTV. We got a couple of interesting topics we're gonna get into. Um, I would like to start off by saying happy birthday to my little girl Maria. She turned 6 today, and she had fun. We went out to the beach and we just celebrated. So happy birthday! Um, what else? What else going on out there, man? Of course, you see me with the Warrior gear, so you already know what went down. 2018 champions. So you know how that goes. In fact, NBA free agency, I think, begins today or tomorrow in the next couple of days, but I think it's going to be starting. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that develops and, you know, where everything goes from there. How the NBA is going to try to probably set up a team to beat the Warriors, which is not going to happen. You know, um, Nas album drop. We're gonna talk about that. Um, if you look at the title is called "Intelligence Awake." We're gonna be getting on awaken the intelligence and how to do that. And so first topic. Let's get on these Warriors, man. These playoffs. If y'all don't mind, y'all already know what it is. I'm about to sit up there and talk to y'all while I hit this Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk. What's going on? Yeah, I'm out here in Oakland, just to let y'all know. Out here in Oakland. We represent Oakland. So Warriors, oh man, the parade was crazy. I didn't go, but the pictures and people that I did know that went, they had a good time. Um, but yeah, it was crazy out here. Even if you didn't go to the parade, I mean, the city was live. This happened 2 weeks ago. So city was live, and it was a big turnout. Um, Oakland actually needed that. Reason why I say that is because, for a long time, you probably heard me talk about this before, but for a long time, man, the Warriors, man, we was the laughing stock in the NBA in professional sports, period. A lot of Oakland teams, as you can see now, the A's at one point, all at one point laughing stock. We always had the fans. We just didn't have the support of management and ownership. So once management and ownership got better, especially for the Warriors, hey, you know what I'm saying? They bringing home chips, and that's out here. I think when's the last time? And I'm not talking about the Warriors 2015 championship, but before that, it was a minute before Oakland actually had a title. So yeah, the Raiders went into the Super Bowl, but they lost. Um, the A's you know, ain't been right for a minute. So um, yeah, if you're a Bay Area fan, especially if you're a fan of Oakland, you should be proud, especially of the Warriors. Because guess what, man? You know, they did their thing. Uh, but they beat uh, the Cavs. They swept them on. It's been so much stuff that didn't happen, man. I forgot they swept them. I've been hearing a lot of people say, "Ooh, who deserves the MVP of that of the finals?" LeBron James. Come on, man, stop playing. I thought personally that Curry should have got it, but they gave it to KD, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing wrong with them giving it to KD. KD did show his, he a Uber, period. He a Uber. So, hey, man, congratulations to the Warriors. Like I said, man, let's keep it 100, man. They kind of went to these playoffs. It was kind of simple. I mean, Houston, that was a good series, but once Chris Paul got hurt, everybody kind of knew that that was it. Um, Me and one of my friends was talking about that, like Chris Paul. What? Man, I was a Chris Paul fan back in the day. Um, he's nice, but this was his first Western Conference Finals that he's been in. I think he's been in the league, 13 years, 12, 13 years. So, that's, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? What I really want to say in that situation is, of course, in my, is he overrated? I'm not going to say he's overrated, but then if you haven't made it to a Western Conference Final, right? um, once again, I'm gonna say congratulations to the Warriors. I don't want to spend too much time on the Warriors because NBA season is over with, and like I said, they got the free agency going on. Um, I am wearing my Oakland stuff though right now because it just fits shit. You know, it's only fit to. Um, this Nas album. Let's get on this Nas album, y'all. Man, been a Nas fan for many, many moons, y'all. Been a Nas fan for many, many moons. Once I got wind of the fact that Kanye West was going to be producing the album, um, it was almost like what you were going to at least get. Kanye West beats is, one thing about it is he can produce. You give him a sample, he's gonna be able to loop it. He's gonna add a drum bass. He's gonna put a nice melody in there. It's like he knows how to produce. So I wasn't really tripping off the beats on the album because I knew the album was gonna have some nice beats. And let's be honest, if you listen to the album, um, go and download it because it's a nice album. I've heard people say they really not feeling the album. They feel like it's, you know, not all the way done. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt that way too. I felt like something was missing from the album. Not necessarily the songs, that it needed more songs. I just felt like And you know what? I can't even lie. I can't say now. I'm not gonna say that it's missing something, but if you're a Nas fan, I think this album for Nas, um, Nasir, that's the name of the album, Nasir. Um, for me, I've been privileged to hear and to be able to even see Nas up here um, at a concert, and, a couple of times. And his music, his lyrics, forget his beats. I'm not talking about his beats. I'm just talking about his lyrics. If you ever heard a Nas lyric, a line, it's almost like it's powerful. It's just, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's powerful. Um, from the first time I really got into Nas, if I ruled the world. Um, at that at that time, in that moment in time where I was, I needed that. He gave me a different outlook on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a lot of different outlooks. That's one of that's a very positive song. I don't think people really. I don't think it's played enough, honestly. And that was coming off the second album. I've never bought a Nas album and been disappointed. I wasn't disappointed by Nasir, but it made me look at Jay Z in a different light. Um, and I'll give you this: they're giving props to Jay Z for the 444 album, right? And my personal opinion is Nas been giving us that. Nas been giving us material that has made us think. Nas been doing. So this album to me was more of, I think it was Nas' way, especially in my generation. I'm 38. So um, I can't lie to you. Like for the past 20 years, Nas has been in heavy rotation in what I listen to. And as approaching 40, this was the first Nas album that I heard where not I'm not gonna say I wasn't impressed by his rhymes, but his rhymes was things that had already resonated in me. It's been things that um, even Nas has said in the past. So it wasn't too much anything different. I think that it was more to wake people up. This is why I call um, this particular podcast "Intelligence Awakes," because I feel like that's where we're at, where intelligence has to awake. If your intelligence don't awake, the people's intelligence don't awake. You have a lot of people out there that are spreading positive vibes. You have a lot of people out there that are taking time to water their seeds, make sure that their elements are where they need to be. I feel that at this moment in time, the album that Nas gave us was for us to put action behind our words, not for us to sit back and wait for anybody to give us anything. You have to go out and you have to go out and take it. You have to follow your dream. You have to be with you. You have to find a connection to you. Um, and if not, then you being in life, and I don't want to say that, I don't think, not that it's a waste of time, but basically it's a waste of time. I feel that with all the information that's put out, where are at in technology, where we're at in even financially, that we have to wake up, period. There's no more time for distractions. There's no more time to just sit around and wait for somebody. Whatever you want, you have to go out there and you have to sit up there and you have to take it. And really separating a want from a need. Because if you want something, then 9 out of 10, that want can turn into deception. Because what you want may not be what it is that you need at that moment. And I think sometimes people don't pay attention to what it is that they need. It's easy to want. Wanting gets people in trouble because, like I said, you're wanting. And sometimes that want, you just want more. Whatever you have, you just want more. So I think we're at a time, like I said, that we have to separate. We have to separate our wants from our needs. We have to connect our mind and the body and the soul. I think a lot of us are disconnected within our own self. So if you're disconnected within your own self, when somebody else happens to be, then you are, present, then you can be disconnected from them because you're not connected within yourself. And what winds up happening is when one is trying to seek out pleasure, habit happens. Habit actually forms pleasure, right? I think if whatever one's habit is, if it's pleasurable to them, then they keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And that pleasure and that habit, it just becomes routine. That's what happens. That's all that happens. And it's a continuous cycle. It never changes. The cycle stays there. It takes that person to understand, you know what? I'm not about to engage in this habit again because this habit is the reason that's blocking me from self. Remember, we block each other. Excuse me. We block our own self. Whatever you are supposed to do, whatever your purpose is in life, you will look in the mirror every day. You will look to check how your clothes is. You brush your teeth, comb your hair. But that's just the outside. That's not inner. How you fix inner is when you pay attention to self. If you're able to pay attention to self and hear self, hear what it is that you need, or listen to what you need. Pay attention. Understand what's going on inside of you. That's what it's about. Like I said, we've hit a time in life where making choices is more important than money. I'm going to repeat, making choices is more important than money. Understand? That's just that's me. Money means nothing. We put the emphasis on the money. This right here, this paper, if everybody, this paper right now, if it was a trend and that became popular, people would be accepting paper, white paper. So money only has true value because we place the value on the money. We don't place the value on getting ourselves better. We place the value on money and where the money can possibly take us. Our choices are going to be more important than the money because the choices that we sit up here and make are not only affecting us, it's going to affect our kids and the people around us. So choices are really, really valuable in today's society. You make a wrong choice, it can cost you your life. Make the wrong choice of hanging with the wrong people. All these things is within inside of us. It's a choice. It's a choice. So by it being a choice, then everybody always has a choice. So as we get closer and closer, every breath we breathe, we get closer every day. We get closer to the end, to our end, and to somebody else's beginning. And what we do in those times, in those periods, in those moments, those will outlast, those choices will outlast anything you ever buy, period. So I think that one has to come to accepting the truth, them being the truth. If you're in existence, you are a truth. And you have to be able to accept your truth and love yourself unconditionally, no matter what. What makes us what makes us so different is that we have the ability to think. We have the ability to have thoughts. We have the ability to make change. We have all these abilities that we sit up here and don't pay attention to because we're paying attention to things that don't matter. We're distracted. We're distracted by what's pretty. We're distracted about um, material. We're attracted to negative. We're attracted to unrealness. And it's a disconnect. It takes practicing having empathy and showing empathy. It takes actually, you know what? putting yourself first and getting what you need to sit up there and do done. I didn't want to take too much of your time, but I did just want to touch on the fact that whatever pleasures you, ask yourself, is it a habit? And if it's a habit, why is it a habit? Is it a habit that you want to break? Is it a habit that you want to keep going? Is it a habit that's going to kill you? These are the things that we have to sit up here and ask ourselves. We have to not want for anything. Not want. Do not want for anything. Don't want. Well, anyway, I'm about to wrap up. Um, I just want to say thank you. Um, you know what? I do have to start doing this more often. I like talking. I really do. I like talking. Um, this is the beginning times. I only got 3 episodes. So, with having only 3 episodes, of course, the viewers are not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, see, right now, you know, I'm just a little bit wasting time smoking. Really, this platform is for, I created this platform because I wanted this platform to, like I said, in prior videos, to discuss certain things. I also made this platform because I like poetry. And I don't know if I tell y'all this, but I really do like poetry. Like, one of the reasons why I sit up here and listen to Nas, because Nas is not to me, a rapper, right? He's not a rapper. Nas is a poet. To me, Nas is a poet. um, what Sometimes people like people to invoke feelings, and sometimes people like when people make them think. Me, I like when when the writer makes me think. That's how I write. When I write, I want to make the reader or the listener think. I don't want to give you something so simple. If I do give it to you simple, there's a main thought behind it. Me being a poet, like, I love the wordplay. I definitely love the metaphors. I love when a writer is within themselves and they're writing with thought and not necessarily feeling. So, like I said, with poetry and in this platform, I wanted to be able to, as time goes on, we have a session where on certain days, hey, look, we about to get in here, we about to spit this poem. You know what I'm saying? This poetry. We're gonna write some poems. I want this platform to be built on positive discussions, on figuring out ways to get better as a society, as a community. I want this platform to be able to grow so I can reach out to the beautiful people across the world so we can help each other create a balance in this world that needs us, period. That needs us. Because if you have a conscience right now, you are needed in your community. You are needed to speak. You are needed, period. You are needed because that conscious is going to bring out thinking and thinkers. So I just wanted to say, you know what? Thank you for listening. Thank you for, paying attention. And just thank you. So, you know, that's it.